And we're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome into the Flippin Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star the Flippin Hippo. Today is Tuesday, August 27th. And because it's a Tuesday, we're doing Hangin with the Hippos. And I can not be more excited about who's here tonight than most of you all are probably excited. I have the other plush royalty that you guys are familiar with from our Facebook group. He probably actually sources and lists and sells more plush than even I do. So he is an honorary royalty member of the plushie court. Say hi, Robert.
Hey, everybody.
He's real quiet. He's got zombies on the background. We've been talking for like 10 minutes getting ready, and I'm like, I just now noticed your zombies.
I found them for 10 cents.
10 cents?
Yeah, it was a pack of like 6 of them. I threw them up on the wall. What the heck?
Yeah, those are cool. They absolutely fit your branding. So let's see who's here. Elizabeth is here. She's saying the plush gods are at it again. Cleaning plush while watching my heroes. Pete says. Colleen is here. Rhonda and Amelia and Trina. I haven't seen you in a while, Trina. Good to see you again. Welcome in. Dennis is here. Hi, hi, hi. So you guys that are longtime viewers, you know the drill. If you're new to the channel, I'll run it down real quick for you. This is going to be the best one yet. I guarantee you. No offense to the other no offense to the other 13 interviews I've already done, but this is the first person I've had on the channel who's as passionate about plush as I am, who loves to sell plush as much as I do. So I'm going to ask him 10 serious questions about his business. Then I'm going to ask him 10 trivia questions. Then we're going to do a 10 this or that flash round. And I should asterisk that and say within the trivia and the this or that, he gets a bonus 11th one from Keith so that Keith can participate from off camera. And then he brought 5 questions for me. And then we'll open up the floor for questions from y'all. So you guys are probably more excited about this than ever before because you got 2 plush experts in one video that you can ask questions of. But hold them till the end. Hold all your questions to the end, pretty please. And we will open up the floor at a certain point, and you guys can flood us with questions. But right now, we're just going to jump right on into the interview so we don't run too far over the hour. So, Robert, tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been reselling, how you got started, and if you're full-time.
Well, I basically started about 2007. The housing market fell. I was a house flipper, and I started building houses. So in 2007, I lost around $150,000 that year. Wow. So I needed some other income. I had a vending business. I had about 400 candy machines back then. So I had a little bit of supplement, but then I had to start doing something else. So I started on eBay. Then eBay, I had 0 money. So what I would do is I would snipe auctions and just resell right away. Before they even got to my house, I already had them listed. I would steal the other people's photographs and just throw them up before they even got to my house. So that's how I started on eBay.
I don't recommend that, though. But
yeah. It was 2007.
It was 2007. It was a different time. Yeah. We were still in the aughts, right?
Yeah, for sure.
A couple more people coming in. Dawn, G. Jasso, Melody, Monica, Kim, Thrifty Crafter, Sydney, one of my mods is here, and Green Thrifty Life. Welcome
I can't see the chat, so if I ignore you, sorry.
Yeah, he can't see the chat, but yeah. I will relay questions to him when we get to the end. Somebody said it was the Wild West back then.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And you do this full time now, right?
Oh, yes. That and I have a fourplex in where I live. I own a fourplex.
Okay.
Apartment building.
You rent?
Yeah, I rent out to people.
Okay. I'm like, what's a fourplex? Is that a movie theater?
It's 4 different apartment buildings.
Okay, so the second question, what all platforms do you sell on? And if it's more than one, which is your favorite and which is your least favorite and why?
Well, of course, eBay. Mercari, I'm getting kind of into it. I've sold a few games and stuff. Nothing big, but it's my fault because I haven't been listing much in it. But maybe with List Perfectly, I'll go to full into Mercari. But that's about it. Mercari and eBay is my main. And, of course, Bonanza whenever they want to give me a sale. I've had 2 this week though, so that's great. It's great for Bonanza.
Yeah, we had one today. It was a plush. It was a pink.
Yeah, mine was a hat. It was a toucan Sam or toucan. No, Guinness. Toucan Guinness hat.
Oh yeah, yeah. I woke up this morning. I'm like, what the heck? Whenever Bonanza sales come in, I'm always like,
yeah. I never even got the notification. I just happened to look and like, oh, I sold something 2 days ago. Whoops, I haven't mailed it off.
Yeah. Someone says, or someone, Sydney, you allowed to someone. No, I'm kidding. Sid said, the StreamYard situation looks way better. Yeah, I like it much better than Google Hangouts. And hi, Holly, my other mod is here. Welcome in. Someone, Green Thrifty says, Macari is great.
Yeah.
I have my own feelings about
I said a Posh, so we're in the same boat.
I gave up on them already, and they really don't like resellers. They have horrible customer service.
They do. They do have horrible customer service. But I think they treat people in like California and the West Coast better than the East Coast because they're, I don't know, I guess their shipping's cheaper or something. I don't know why they do it, but it seems like that, at least to me. What I've seen and heard. I've heard a lot of East Coast people have more difficulty with Macari than the West Coast where they're based at. So I don't know.
That's elitist.
Yeah.
All right, number 3, what item or category do you sell the most of?
Well, that's easy. That's plush. That's way too easy.
Way too easy. Plush, plush, plush. So is plush your favorite item to sell?
Actually, video games are my favorite item to sell. That's what I started in. I started in video games. Actually, I bought about 500 video games yesterday, so they're just so fast to flip. They don't make as much money as plush, but if I can get them for like $4 or $5 a piece, flip them for $15, it's just so fast.
And you charge shipping on them or no?
No, I don't charge shipping on anything anymore.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like video games too because they're fast. Like anything, I feel like, how do I put this? Like ties and like my smaller plush that I get for 50 cents.
Yeah.
If I can photograph them really, really, really fast and list them really, really, really fast, and they're going to flip pretty quickly, even for less return on investment, the fastness, the volume of it makes up.
Yeah, what I love about games is like, for example, I have one that I got 50 of. So it's one listing, it's like 4 photographs, and I've sold 39 already. So
wow.
Yeah, that's why I love games. Games are fast. Plush are fun, but I can't get as many multiples.
No, you really can't. I can't. I think I actually had a conversation about this in a live show once, and you were in the chat saying you have all these different, was it Tweety birds or Poos or Hello Kitties?
Elmo, I have many different.
Yeah, but you have like 100 of one character, and they're all different.
Yeah, but they look the same. Elmo's the worst.
Yeah,
they look all the same. So I have to take a picture of the tag actually, just to tell them apart. So when I'm pulling them,
I've sent the wrong Little Mermaid before to someone. Yeah, I've mixed them up too. But like you said, you find less. You're not really gonna have a listing on plush with multiples.
Yeah, it's hard. You find Mickey Mouse or something. I found a cool lot of 50 different Minnie and Mickeys, and I put them together.
That's cool.
Yeah, Kohl's Cares.
Yeah, I like Kohl's Cares.
Yeah, they clearance them out a lot. So you just go visit Kohl's every once in a while.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I don't mind teaching people about plush and giving all my secrets away, because the chances of you in California going out tomorrow and finding the same exact plush that I'm going to go out and find
exactly
is way less likely than the two of us finding the same video games or the same clothing or the same electronics or anything like that. They're more unique, I think.
Not only that, people are lazy too.
Well, people are lazy and people don't see the value in them, so they'll pass them off all the time. They don't want to dig through them. They think they're gross or they have no value. And that's how I found.
When I go to the bins, people just throw them at me. They're like, here you go.
Yeah, they have no idea what they're doing. They're throwing money at you. Like when I go to the church sales and I'm digging, the old ladies come over and they're like, well, here, honey, here's this. And they hand me something I know is going to sell for $40 that's priced at $25. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, so what's your least favorite thing to sell?
Clothes. I hate clothes. Any used clothes, especially women's clothes. I have 2 huge bags of brand new double XL clothes that my mom gave me, and they've been sitting there for months. I can't get myself to list them. I started in clothes though, but I hate it. I hate the questions. I hate the annoyance of people just, what's this measurement? What's that measurement? Like, oh, it's in the photos. But they don't stop, and I hate clothes.
Yeah, we actually just blocked a buyer yesterday.
There you go.
Because she purchased a $40 pair of Anthropology jeans and sent a request to cancel because the inseam wasn't the right inseam, but the inseam's in the description. So she could have read it before she bought it because we don't get our PayPal fees back and our relisting fees.
Yeah, that's fun now.
But then her message actually said, sorry to do this to you a second time. So we went back in the history. This
Nice.
same broad, I'm going to call her a broad. I don't care. This same broad a week and a half ago purchased the same exact pair of jeans and then canceled them because the inseam wasn't long enough and came back a week and a half later and bought them and paid for them again and then asked to cancel because she still a second time couldn't be bothered to read the inseam in the description.
Yeah,
So,
I had a jacket that way.
I blocked her. I'm like, you're not going to keep doing this. You obviously are inept at shopping online and you're not shopping in my store.
Yeah, I had a brand new jacket. It said black. It said brown in the listing. It looked brown, but this lady or this guy said, oh, this thing, I thought this was black. Please cancel. And then, I don't know, a week later, I thought this was black. Please, really? You doing it to me again?
Did you block him, I hope?
No, I'm a sucker.
I have a blocked list.
Yeah, I don't block anybody.
See, the thing is, I'm block happy. If you look at me sideways, I'll block you, right?
Yeah.
He is like you. He's really reluctant to block people. So when I can get him to agree with me, then I know I'm right. And actually, he brought it up. He come home from his outside job. He's like, you need to block her. Block her? I don't want her to keep doing this. She obviously doesn't know how to read.
Yeah, for sure. I should have, but I was just too lazy.
It's a copy paste. It takes a second.
I know.
It makes me feel good. Like when I'm so vindictive, I'm like, you will never do this to me again. All right.
It was in Japan too, so it was worse.
It was what?
In Japan too, so it was worse.
Ew.
It's like a $60 shipping fee.
That's probably why he canceled.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
Your least, okay, I asked you your least favorite. So what is your favorite place to source?
No, I'm not giving you that. Goodwill Bins, Las Vegas, my favorite place right now. I have a lot of friends over there. Even have a couple of YouTube guys that shop at the Goodwill Bins with me.
How far is it for you to drive there?
200 miles.
That's not bad.
Yeah, 200 miles from my house. And I usually stay a week and I get a ton. Last time I got 190 pounds. Check out my video.
I did. You guys too. His YouTube channel's down below. I think you just missed me by 3 days when I was out there for open.
Yeah, I couldn't get rooms for open. I tried. And
yeah, the whole city was probably booked up, huh?
Yeah, my timeshare wouldn't let me. I own timeshares. I own 11 timeshares in Vegas, so I'm always over there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And their bins are good, huh?
Yeah, well, I have plenty of guys that'll pull them for me. So it's great. I go over there and they're like, oh, I have a huge cart already ready for you. I'm like, sweet. I don't have to work.
That's cool. We have not a bins. We have a Goodwill up the road, the one that has the 50-cent plush. And some Sundays we'll come in and the girls will have they're only supposed to have one cart of plush they can't get rid of that's in this 50-cent. They'll have 3 or 4 lined up with really good ones in there. And they're like, hurry, go grab them before anyone sees. We line them up for you. And I'm just like,
yeah.
Yeah. And it pays to make friends, people.
Yeah, for sure. Last time my friend actually had 2 bags in her car already paid for everything. Just like here. I was at the bins last week and I pulled these for you. I'm like, sweet.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Your favorite part of the job of reselling?
Let me think about that. Probably shipping just to get rid of stuff. I mean, if it's plush and it's fast shipping, I like that.
More
I
than
enjoy
sourcing?
just, yeah, fast shipping. Get it rid of it. Just making the money. That's what I like.
Then what's your least favorite part?
Measuring clothes. If I have to ever do that, sorting. I just got a big haul, and I got about $3,000 worth of items, and sorting is a pain. I don't like sorting. When I got the 190 pounds of Goodwill plush, I put them in like Mickey's and different categories. Sorting takes the longest time, and it's the most pain.
Yeah, I don't do all that with the plush because I don't get plush in the mass quantities that you get. But I do store them all in a box, and then I have a pile for jeans, and then I have a shoe bin. And whenever we come home with a big load, you've got to like men's shirts, women's shirts, ties, and because Keith does some things I do. I get it. I hate it. I don't.
Yeah,
like
I do Elmo, Sesame Street. I go down Hello Kitty. So I sort small.
We'll get to questions at the end. So hold that question. We will get to it. I promise. How many items do you list a day? This is not part of the actual interview questions, but I need to know.
I try to do 50 a day without burning out. If I do more than that, like I've done 100 or more a day with the Hello Kitty, I talked about that. I did 100 Hello Kitties in one day once. But when I get into that mode, it's just too much. I like to go have breakfast, list some, or draft some, and maybe have lunch, and then come back and take all the photos and finish up, and then maybe do it one more time. So I do like 2 bags. So whatever's in the 2 bags, there could be like 25 of one kind in one bag, like 25 Elmos, and then 25 Sesame Street characters. So that's around 50, or there could be more. But I usually try to stick to like 2 bags a day.
Okay, so you do all your drafts first, and then you take your photos.
Yeah, I take all the photos on the phone.
And then upload your listings from the phone?
Yeah.
From the drafts?
Like the push list, yeah.
Okay. A lot of people do it that way. I'm curious. I might try it just to see if I'm any faster.
I did a video on how I list fast on my channel.
I did not watch that one yet. Full transparency.
See how
I tried twice
I do it.
Happened. Twice I started watching that. Once my phone rang, it was my attorney.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm still fighting my workers' comp.
Yeah.
That's related to my disability. And then I think the second time we had to leave to go to Keith's grandparents. I really want to watch it though, because I feel like I'm fast. I feel like I'm really fast with the system I have, but I've been doing the same system for 2 years. I'm like, I wonder if there's any way.
I switched about a year and a half ago. I switched by using the phone, since you could list fast on the phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Keith lists all the stuff on the phone. I think it's just the way my system works. So right now on my computer in a folder called Photos for Listing, I have probably 200 items worth of photos in there. And I work first in, first out. So basically anything I photographed today won't be listed for another 2 weeks. But I keep all those extra photos in there. And so for me, it just makes sense to list from the computer and just pull like the first.
Yeah, I don't download pictures into the computer anymore because it just took me more time. It was just faster just going directly from the draft in the app and then just snapping.
You have an Android or an Apple?
I have an Android.
Can you download more than one picture at a time now?
Oh, yeah. I download up to 12. You can do them all. You can just click all of them.
I remember when we first started, Keith had to do them one at a time.
Yeah, it was annoying. That's why I never did it before.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try it. It's the way that I do it. I think is why I'm so stuck on the computer, because I'm always 2 weeks ahead of photos.
Yeah,
and I say always very lightly because there always comes a time when I'm either down with a migraine or my back, and I have a couple days in a row where I don't take photos, and I'm so thankful for those extras.
Yeah, you have stuff to list while you're on the couch or wherever.
Yeah, I try to do what I can when I'm having good days. That's really good advice for any of you guys that are dealing with any kind of disability or chronic pain, if you're having a good day and you don't feel like taking photos, take them anyway. Because what if you have a bad day? You're
Yeah, for sure.
flat. You can lay on your heating pad. You can take your pain pill. You can, list from your.
Yeah, I suffer from migraines too. So.
Do you?
Oh, I used to. Yeah.
Oh, mine are.
I started drinking. Actually, the doctor told me to start drinking caffeine, and the Monsters and all that. I've kind of completely gotten rid of them. And got more energy too.
Yeah, I do caffeine, and I drink enough water.
Yeah, he said just don't overdo it. So I drink about a half a can a day, and I've kind of gotten rid of them. I haven't had one in like 6 months.
I've been having cluster headaches for 9 days straight now. But I think it's not related to the weather. Whenever it starts to get either a actual season change, because I'm from the desert. I'm from Tucson originally. And I think my body doesn't like these actual real plants that are in Pennsylvania and the pollen and stuff. And whenever it starts to storm and I can feel like the pressure in the air changing, and we've been having pseudo storms like thunder, but no rain. I have an appointment next week. I'm going to ask about a prescription, to be honest.
I actually start seeing lines in the side of my eyes, and then my peripheral vision just closes down, and I know I'm done for the day or even for a few days. Yeah,
I get black, like the tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And then if I start seeing 2 of everything, then I'm done.
You're done. Yeah, I hear you.
I'm done. So I was actually going to see about getting a prescription med because Keith's dad used to have debilitating for he'd be down for 7 or 8 days.
Oof.
He had the lines and the double vision.
Yeah.
And he's on, I forget what he said it is. I wrote it down in my bullet journal, guys, to take to my doctor with me. But yeah, they can be debilitating, and people who don't get them don't understand because they think you're like, oh, you have a headache, get over it.
Yeah, it's not fun.
No, migraines are migraines. They're
you can't even see typing or anything. You're done.
Yeah, and then that with my back. So my advice to everyone is, if you have anything you're dealing with like that, when you're having a good day, make sure you take a couple extra. Do 2. If you normally take 10 pictures of 10 items, take pictures of 12 and save those 2. Because you'll be thankful one day when or life happens too, not always pain. Like, what if you get busy? What if you have to take your kids somewhere, your mom somewhere, or whatever? Anyway, I tangent. Like I said the other show the other night, I'm ABT. Always be teaching.
Yeah.
Okay, share a bolo with us.
Oh, completely forgot. Geez. Caught me off guard. I completely forgot about that. Let me think. You guys know about Jellycat.
That always makes me want to sing Smelly Cat from Friends. Smelly Cat.
How about looking for something odd, like the Cabbage Patch Kids, horses, Cabbage Patch Kids, they have animals and stuff. Those are always different, and they're always worth money.
I've had one horse from Cabbage Patch, and it sold for 30 plus shipping.
Yeah, I have one up right now. That's why it made me think about it. I always just keep looking around because, for example, I found a statue online from Think Geek when they were going out of business. It's a little worm from the Labyrinth. It's like a little ceramic worm. He comes out of the hole, if you ever seen the movie, and he says, "Don't go this way." Whatever. I bought them for $12, and I've sold them all for $70.
Wow.
Yeah, so odd and ends, different things sell great. You would never think the Labyrinth all these years later would sell, but it still does. People are for odd things.
People our age want the reminders of our youth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Always look, especially if you're at yard sales or the Bends. If you're anywhere where you're getting a super cheap cost of goods, it's worth the risk to try something new.
Anything weird sells.
The best example I can get is I brought home a Chicken Little plush. He was 50 cents, and he was this big. But I figured I was going to pay 50 cents, and he'd sell for 15 or 16.
Yeah.
I'm home, and I comped him. Okay. I could tell you what he went up for. He went up He went up in the store. I went to the airport. I got on an airplane. I got off in Vegas, and he'd already sold for $30.
Nice.
So, it was just me thinking, well, he's Disney. It's Chicken Little. He's 50 cents. I'll risk it. And I called him, and he's a more rare plush, harder to find. And I'm always talking about those obscure characters too. The obscure characters, the harder ones to find. Mickey and Minnie are a dime a dozen. Our Sir Hiss we had, he was only that big. He sold for like 60 because he's an obscure villain. So,
yeah, I found a little white M&M that's winking. And he sells for $20. He's maybe 5 inches. He's like this, very, very small. And I thought, oh, M&Ms don't sell well. I comped him. I sold for $20. Like the next day, it was fast. I probably sold them too cheap.
That's awesome. And then meanwhile, my red and blue ones sit forever. No, my red and yellow ones sit forever. The blue ones sell.
For sure. Yeah.
All right. So the opposite of a bolo is a no-lo. What should we not ever source?
Well, red and green M&Ms for one. What else you shouldn't source? I hate sourcing anything big. I know people say about the VCRs, they sell and all this stuff, but the time it takes to package them and everything, I'd rather sell 10 plush, get them thrown in, make $10 each plus, than make $100 VCR. It's the packing and shipping and just, it's too much time for me. So I don't like the big stuff. I try not to deal with the big stuff unless I know I have a box that's perfect for it and it's going to ship up fast. Other NOLOs are, well, you know about the ties. the Beanie Babies. I hate those things. You can lot of them for like $10 for 4 of them now. They're coming back a little bit. I've sold a few, especially the Halloween ones. I have like 400 Halloween ones, so I bought masks too. So I know I know your pain on the Beanie Babies.
Yeah. Well, this one was a special farm edition or something. I still grab Beanie Buddies, the ones with the big eyes.
Yeah, the eyes sell great.
The glitter eyes are the best.
Yeah, the glitter and yeah.
Yep. And if they're like a special tie silk, they have the velvet tie.
Yeah, velvet tie or whatever it is.
Yeah, they have to be different.
I have a unicorn about, I think it's like 3 feet, and it's up there for $60. I found 4 of them on Christmas time, and they were selling for $50, $60 on Christmas, so I put mine up for $60. I've only sold one, but they'll sell again at Christmas.
Oh, absolutely. Everything sells in Q4. People are more, I think people get desperate. Like, if my friend found the perfect Michael Myers action figure doll and they're like, Star has to have this, right? But it's way more money than you'd want to spend. If you found it in May for my birthday, you'd be like, screw Star, she doesn't need it. But come Halloween or come Christmas, you people
you need presents, you have to buy it.
Spend more money than they should because they found the perfect thing for their friend. And that's a lot of why I love doing plush, because we have like those more rare things people are looking for. Like, I still have a gremlin in my store that's been in there for a long, like since last.
Yeah, I have 3 different gremlins.
Well, my gremlin went to Florida with us in October. I have photos of him getting drunk with Henry, the gray hippo. Yeah. We took photos. Casey and I put the gremlin and the hippo on the floor of the Airbnb with those little bottles of booze.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, this gremlin is such a bad influence on Henry the hippo. I have pictures of him hanging from like the lampshades and stuff.
Nice.
I think I thought I was going to keep him. I don't think he got listed until after Christmas, and that was my problem.
Yeah, for sure.
I finally decided, you know what? List him. I listed him. He's been up forever now, but he might sell because someone somewhere loves gremlins and they're looking for him.
I leave my stuff up for years. I just did my video that I sold something that I had in the store for 7 years.
Wow. That's a long
terrible pictures and everything. I don't even know how it sold. They were all blurry, and I had a green backdrop that I used 100 years ago. It was nasty, but it still sold, so I never take anything down.
I don't either, but I'm greedy. Cindy and Colleen are like, we remember the gremlin because they were with us at the Airbnb. A lot of people were in Gremlin. I took pictures of him the whole journey. We like drove and thrifted our way down to Florida and back home. And he had a lot of adventures.
Yeah, we followed the Gremlin.
I see a couple of questions, you guys. Don't forget your questions. You can put them back up at the end. We will get to them then. Just hold them for the end. I have one last serious question before we get to the fun stuff.
Okay.
No, I don't. I have 2. I'm a liar. I have 2. I'm on 9. There's 10. I don't know how to count. This is my favorite one. The old adage, do as I say, not as I do. As resellers, we all do something that we would advise others not to, or we're not doing something that we tell others they should do. So what's yours?
If you don't have storage, don't buy like I do. That's what I say, because I have 5 acres. I have plenty of room to store all these plush. I keep them forever. And like I said, and I just kept one for 7 years and it finally sold. But if you don't have room, if you have a tiny apartment, don't get into plush. You just can't do it. They take forever to sell. Stick to ties and neckties, not beanie baby ties. Stick to neckties. Stick to clothing. Stick to like men's shirts. That's the only clothing I'll sell is like new men's shirts. I don't get questions and everything else. Men just buy things. They don't ask questions.
Yep.
So,
that's good advice about shoes too. Shoes take up a lot of room, so unless you have shelving room or bins for them.
Yeah, I hate shoes.
We have
I'm pieces with shoes.
We have a serial killer room.
Feet are the nastiest part of a human body. I'm not touching feet. Unless it's new, I'm not touching your shoes.
A year ago, I said the same thing. A year ago, I said on live shows over and over, I will never touch shoes. I will never sell shoes. And then I did a challenge for everyone to come out of their comfort zone. And that was the only thing left for me to do. And then I started selling them. And I'm like, holy crap. I like money more than I hate germs.
Yeah. Well, I got neckties. I got other things I can sell. I have plenty of things. I don't need to touch nasty shoes. I'm fine without touching them.
I hate them too. I have to drown them. Like we spend a fortune on Lysol and gloves.
No, shoes are not my thing.
They're disgusting, but they make good money.
You can have mine. I'll bring them to you.
Sure. Bring them to the meetup.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, number 10. The best piece of advice that you could give to other resellers, whether they're brand new to the business or veterans.
Just list. It's not going to do you any good just sitting in the house or in the back of your car or whatever. You got to list every day. Just get going. So many people say, I'm not selling. I have 2 items in my store. Well, list 100 and maybe you'll sell something. Get so many questions. Why isn't this item selling? I don't care. I have hundreds of items that don't sell. I just go move on to the next one. If you really care about the item, redo the pictures, redo the listing, but keep going. Stop fiddle farting around.
Fiddle farting? I haven't heard that long.
Yeah.
I used to say fiddle fart. No, I absolutely agree with you. People will have 20 items listed for 10 days, and they want to know why they're not selling more.
Yeah.
Because you have 20 items, and nothing's been up for longer than a couple months.
Yeah, now on YouTube, I get questions like that. How do I make this better? I'm like, just list more. Leave me alone.
Well, I don't do the whole leave me alone, but I get 10 messages a day.
Yeah. Why isn't this one item selling?
How many do you have listed? 30. Well, that's why. Or how come my plush hasn't sold yet? How long has he been in your store? 5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, not going to happen. It's a toy. You're waiting for an adult willing to spend money on a toy. That's pretty much what it boils down to. Yeah. They are the longest of the long tail. Except few exceptions.
Yeah.
Fiddle fart. That's what somebody just said in the chat. I will remember this video now. Fiddle fart. Stop fiddle farting around and list more.
That's better than what I wanted to say.
That's going to be our new motto at the end of every one of your videos.
There you go.
Help feed a hungry hippo. You should say,
stop fiddle farting around.
Stop fiddle farting around. That's so funny. Yeah, Sydney, whenever you get your plane ticket bought, let us know when you're coming into Pittsburgh so we can come pick you up. Side note, she just talking about getting her ticket for the meetup. Keith and I need to know when to come get you. Yeah.
I wish I was closer. I'd be there.
You, Sydney says you need a t-shirt. You now have merch. Zombie Bargain Hunter. Stop little farting around.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. All right, we're going to move into the trivia. I got 10 and a bonus from Keith. Those of you, well, he can't see the chat, but you can still help him cheat and you can still participate. Put your answers over there. If he gets stuck and one of y'all knows the answer and you're helping him cheat, I'll read it to him and he gets the points. Pete, did somebody swear? I think somebody said shit instead of shirt. That's okay.
Oh, nice.
I actually caught a typo once, a shirt that had been listed for like 4 months in our store. It was a plaid men's button front shit.
Yeah. I did that once too. Exactly the same way. It was a 2XL. I think it was a Marvel shirt or shit.
Okay. I think 4 shits might be the limit before they do that. All right. Do you know what year Disneyland was officially opened?
Oh. 1956? I have no idea.
You were really close. Very close. 55.
Oh, 1 year off.
July 17th. And here's a fun fact. It was the only theme park designed and built to completion under the direct supervision of Walt Disney.
Yeah.
All the rest, he was either dead or sick or frozen. He's frozen, right?
Basically live in Disneyland. My whole senior year, I was at Disneyland. My best friend used to work at Disneyland, so he got free tickets every day. So it was, and he already graduated, so it was like, you want to go to school or do you want to go to Disneyland? So half a senior year was Disneyland.
Disneyland for sure.
Yeah.
I've only ever been to each one, Disneyland and Disney World, once.
I've never been to Disney World.
Disneyland, I was only 18, and I'm 41, so that's been a long, long time ago.
I was there last week.
I remember the rock candy.
Okay.
I don't know why that stands out, but I remember having this big stick of purple rock candy.
Okay.
And
I don't know if that's around anymore.
That you could still smoke outside. I used to be a smoker. I don't smoke anymore, but I do the vape. But people were smoking outside at the parade. Like, they had a smoking section. I remember that, too.
Oh, that's weird.
I was 18 in 1996. So okay. That's how long ago that was. Old. I'm a fart old person.
I'm right there with you. So,
Marvel, yeah, the new Marvel world.
Yeah.
The new Marvel world is coming to Disneyland. And y'all, November, the new Disney streaming service is coming. $7 a month. No platforms. Like, it's $7 for everybody.
No, I thought it was $4.
It's $7.
What, $7? Oh, okay.
I just read an article on it last night because I was so super excited. They're going to have every single Disney from the vault. Every single one, from Pinocchio and Snow White all the way through The Lion King. They're bringing back the Marvel shows they took off of Netflix. They're going to have all the movies, like all 22 of the MCU.
Nice.
All right, that's my little nerd plug of the night. I'm like, Disney done good when they bought Marvel. And you can, for $14, you could get Disney, Hulu, and ESPN streaming, because Disney just bought Hulu and ESPN. So
yeah,
Lizzie McGuire's coming back. They're going to be doing a bunch of new shows that are going to time with the new MCU. Unfortunately, they just lost Tom Holland. In the silence for Spider-Man.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, number 2. When was the first Disney store opened?
Disney store. Oh. 79?
No. You want to try
86?
again?
Well, I'm just going to throw out numbers.
I'm reading the chat. Someone says they're waiting for me to visit California, go to Disneyland with Sid. Had a meltdown in the haunted house as a 9-year-old. Wanted to leave ASAP. Says Swimerization. Don't talk about.
Guardian ride is really great.
I'm really upset about Spider-Man. I'm really mad. Anyway,
don't cry on stream.
I need to go start a nerd channel where I just drop F-bombs and don't care about monetization. Like, yeah, Spider-Man's like the curse of the MCU. Anyway, I do love Disney, and I'm very excited about this Disney streaming service. If you can't tell, I told Keith from
Disneyland, I'll meet you there.
From like the day the streaming service drops, I don't care if it's Q4 or what else is going on. There's going to be a couple days where I'm not working because I'm just going to be watching Bambi
playing. That's what you do.
I can watch while I list, I guess, but Bambi, I still cry at Bambi. I cry at Lion King still.
I didn't like the movie The Lion King, the recent one.
Oh, I loved it.
They didn't change it very much, so that's why I expected them to change it like they did the other movies, like they did Dumbo and stuff. But Lion King, it's basically the cartoon, but real life. I was hoping for a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they made 2 changes I didn't like. Scar's song wasn't as long.
Yeah.
I love Scar's song. I love his full original evil villain song. And they cut that short. And then he has a line in the cartoon that is my favorite line of all time. And he says, "Only the bravest of lions go there." And they took it out. So
yeah.
All right.
I'd rather watch the cartoon again.
Let's get back to the questions. The first Disney store opened in March of 1987.
No, okay.
When was Dandy Collector's Choice founded?
Ooh. Kmart brand, so let's go 80. Let's go 90. It's not that Collector's Choice. Dandy Regular's been around a long time, but Collector's Choice was a little bit later, wasn't it?
Well, I have 1950s from what I Googled.
Really? Oh, okay.
So maybe the answer was for the original. I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably the original because I know the Collector's Choice, they started that at Kmart.
Yeah. So it was
the tag Collector's Choice.
Do you know what Dandy first sold in the 50s?
Bears?
Sorry, I was reading the chat. I'm so rude.
You got distracted. I was like, where'd you go?
It's not bears. Trina says that she read about a subscription where you pay for the full 3 years up front and get Disney for $4 a month. That's only
we got on the Disney tangent.
That's only from what I read if you were at the Comic-Con where they dropped the Disney information. If you were present at this Comic-Con where Disney was talking about the MCU and they dropped the bomb about Sony taking Spider-Man back, you could sign up for it there. That's what I read.
That's how you get the $4 a month?
Yeah, and that's like been long over with.
Well, look online. They'll give you the code.
I mean, yeah, you could probably get it somewhere, but it was like something they gave out. The big Comic-Con, the one in California, that happens every year. Okay, so the first thing that Dandy sold in the 50s was not plush. I'll give you that hint. Do you want to try another guess?
Something else? Blanket?
No. Porcelain dolls.
Really?
Yeah. Porcelain.
I've never had one, so wouldn't know.
Then in the 90s, Dandy started making animated and musical toys. Do you remember 2 of their very first and most successful?
Animated Dandy toy? Dandy. Snoopy?
No. They're not popular pop culture characters. They were just popular dolls. I guess because they were of the...
They're animated?
Animated and musical.
I have no idea.
Do you remember the Macarena Teddy?
Yeah, I got the Macarena at the Flamingo. I have 2 of those left. Their next move, and they do the Macarena.
Yes, the teddy bear.
That's Dandy. And
then the Tickle Tickle Wiggle Wiggle line of dolls. Do you remember them from '97?
No, never even heard of them.
Looking. When we're done,
Probably a bolo. Probably a bolo.
Tickle, tickle, wiggle, wiggle. They are creepy looking. You could probably put haunted in the keywords.
Cool. It's probably a bolo. Like My Pet Monster and all that sells. Anything creepy sells.
Yeah, you could buy dolls that look totally horrific. And you could say haunted, creepy. Most of you know my guilty pleasure on YouTube is Bunny from Graveyard Girl. She collects these horrific, scary-looking dolls. That's like her thing. And there are people like her out there. She makes like millions of dollars on her YouTube channel.
Yeah. Five Nights at Freddy, the evil guy. I don't remember the name, but someone keeps messaging me over and over that they want that plush.
Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah, the evil guy. It's like a skeleton-looking creature. I forget what it's called.
Any of them, grab them, because I've sold actually all of the Five Nights at Freddy's plush I've ever got sell overnight.
Yeah, I got about 20 of them that I found brand new that I just listed.
Trina is saying, sign up for D23 before September, and then you get the special price. The article came out today, and they extended the offer to anyone with a D20. So if you have a D23 membership, whatever that is, you can get the extended price, but you have to pay for the whole 3 years up front. So that's what, 36 months times $4 a month is, I don't know.
I'm not doing math.
Do you do math?
No, I'm too tired for math right now.
It's 36 times 4. I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. Look at me. $144 up front for the 3 years. I mean, that's worth it, I guess.
Yeah, and if you love Disney, why not?
It depends on what D23 is and what you have to do to get it. And if that article came out today, it must have been something they decided to extend, because I was reading an article last evening with Keith that it was only available to the people at the convention. Disney fans all over are furious. I want the discount. Okay, number 6. What does Jellycat claim makes their stuffed animals unique?
The corduroy feeling? No?
They actually have like a Logan on their website.
Really? I've never been to their website.
Oh, well, they are the softest toys you have ever hugged, cuddled, and adored.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
That's what they say.
I don't care what they say. No, they're not.
No.
Those squishmallow things are so much better.
I have a fox marshmallow, but that... Here, let me grab him real quick. The purple one I just got from Vicky that I just opened. This guy...
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
He is the...
Oh, like that. Squish, so nice. And Jellycat's lying to us. Yeah.
I just want to love him forever.
Yeah, the foam-based ones, yeah.
Yeah, they're so soft. Say hi to everyone. He does not have a name yet.
You can name him Zombie.
All my hippos have H names. All right. When and where was Jellycat founded?
Jellycat? Where are these questions coming from? I sell the stuff. I don't research it. I don't know. On Mount Hippo, 1970.
Mount Hippo, 1970. Look how cool he is now. No, London in 1999.
Oh, London Jellycat. Yeah, I should have thought about that.
All right. Well, here's another Jellycat question. Someone just said UK.
Someone loves Jellycat.
Jellycat launches new designs only twice a year. Do you know when?
First and fourth quarter.
Kind of. January and July.
Okay. First and mid.
Okay, so I went to a website called Gamer Hall.
Okay.
And they had the most popular selling brand and type of Pokemon plush toys. So they had the top 20 Pokemon stuffed animals that sold this year.
Okay.
I pulled the top 10, and I will accept either
characters or is it brands?
It's specific plush. Like I have the top 10 specific.
Okay.
But I'll give you credit for brand or guy character.
Okay. Okay. So like Mewtwo or Charizard or Pikachu or Pokemon Center, Tomy.
Yep.
What else is there? There's those dragon ones. I forget their names.
I'll just tell you they are
That's
almost all Tomy or the Pokemon All series.
Yeah, Pokemon Center, Pokemon All, Tomy. Yeah, they're all those brands.
And it's like the Pokeball, Gengar.
Okay, yeah, that's the ghost one.
Yep, everyone loves him. Charmander.
Yeah, I already said Charizard. That's the bigger form of Charmander. Yeah. So I win.
And you forgot Jigglypuff. I like Jigglypuff.
Oh, of course, Jigglypuff.
And
I can do the song, but you don't want to hear it.
Froaky's the frog, right?
Yeah, Froaky's the frog.
Yep, and Squirtle. That's cute.
Squirtle, I have like 50 Squirtles.
I know, he's so cute, though. I like Meryl the best, though, because he's a mouse.
Oh, the mouse, yeah.
All right, number 10. Do you know what the most expensive stuffed animal in the world is?
Rushton? No?
No.
FAO Swartz?
Nope. In existence in the world. There is a Steph Louis Vuitton teddy bear.
Oh, really?
Yep, someone just put Stife. I guess you did say Stife.
Stife, yeah.
Stife. There's a Stife Louis Vuitton teddy bear that's worth $2.1 million.
Yeah, because I just went on eBay to look up what was selling recently, and it was Rushton was the highest that was selling on eBay right now.
So, well, there you go. If you find Rushton or the Stife.
They have a little rubber face, so look for that.
Yes.
I got about 5 I have to list still.
They look like the Munchie cheese, right?
Yeah, they're really ugly.
Yeah, they got the little faces.
Yeah, yeah. There's bunny rabbits, and there's a whole bunch of different things, but they have the rubber face. You can just tell by the face. Anything with rubber face, plastic face, people love them. Even the cheap ones, people love them. I found like a Costume Kids, they're called. They have a rubber or plastic face, and they were real cheap. You can get them for like $5, but now I sell them for like $15. I've sold out, actually. I don't have any more.
That's awesome. So look for the rubber face, the ugly rubber faces.
Yeah, ugly rubber faces sell.
Your bonus trivia from Keith.
No, I'm running.
What gives the Juggernaut his powers?
Oh. I forgot. I should know that. That's an easy one. Keith was nice to me. I don't remember. I know he wears the helmet to protect from Xavier, but what was his powers?
It's a gem of...
I don't remember.
Satarak.
That's why I don't remember. The nasty name.
All right. We're going to get into the this or that. You've watched enough of these to know the rules. You have to pick one. You can't say neither. You can't say both. And I like you to go with your gut reaction, so we go really fast.
No clothes.
Are you ready?
Yep, go for it.
Bins or thrift stores?
Bins.
Thrift stores or yard sales?
Thrift stores.
Plush or video games?
Video games.
Disney parks or Disney store?
Store.
Douglas Cuddle Toy or Jellycat?
Cuddle Toy.
Dandy or Disney?
Dandy.
Pokemon Center or Tomy?
What was that? You cut out.
Sorry, Pokemon Center or Tomy?
Tomy. Because I have a bunch of them.
Looney Tunes or Disney?
Disney.
Walking Dead or Romero movies?
Walking Dead, easy.
Wrong.
Easy.
Classic zombie horror movies or modern day?
Modern day, I think now. I love The Walking Dead now, especially the last series.
I stopped watching after season 4 because I wanted to put forks.
Oh, it got so good. They moved ahead in time, like 7 years.
Yeah, it was boring.
They changed it.
Rewatch it.
Yeah, they changed. I got a little bit bored too, but then they really revamped it. So did Fear the Walking Dead. They kind of like got rid of all the terrible and nonsense characters. and they got new characters that are really exciting now. If you saw the movie Ma, she was in Fear the Walking Dead, in the same like creepy type character. It's really cool.
I've seen the first season of Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah, that was boring, but it got really good.
And then The Walking Dead. I think it was the season after the jail when I was just like, I was bored. I was done.
I didn't like the jail part. The next season really got good.
I never saw the one with what's his face with the club.
Negan? Negan is when it starts really getting good.
I think Herschel died. Sorry, spoilers. Right after the jail, right?
5 seasons ago or something. So.
I don't know.
Too bad.
I like the graphic novels, but I really like the Romero movies.
I never really saw them, so I can't really judge.
Well, you need to watch them. They were all filmed right near here.
You got to bring some over here. I'll watch them.
I've walked through the mall where they filmed Day of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead, yeah.
Okay, so you got one more this or that from Keith. Wolverine or Sabretooth?
Oh, Wolverine.
Yeah, duh.
Yeah, that was easy.
Generates. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I only know him or Negan from Grey's Anatomy. Because that's
never seen Grey's Anatomy. My mom swears by it, but so does my sister.
Love it. It's one of my secret girl shows I watch.
It wasn't my niece. Everybody swears by it, but I ain't watching it.
All right, you guys can start throwing your questions into the chat now. Questions for me, questions for Robert, questions about plush, video games, reselling, sourcing, zombies, horror movies, whatever.
Yeah, I can't see the questions, so you have to relay them to me.
Yes, he is in Supernatural also. I'm like 2 seasons behind on that as well.
Oh, I love Supernatural. I'm 20 episodes behind.
I think they stopped dropping them on Netflix, and I just got tired of waiting. I got behind on American Horror Story because of that too. I don't have cable. I just have streaming services, Yeah.
And my internet's so bad that I don't have streaming services. All I have is cable. So.
Yeah, depends where you live, I guess.
Yeah.
We already got 3 questions, but I'm gonna let you ask me 2 of your 5, and then we'll answer these.
Okay. First one is, why did you start buying plush? What got you into buying it?
You know what? It was a complete accident. I stumbled into reselling anyway. Keith, I don't know if you know the story, but Keith started this on his own when I was working outside of the house.
Yeah.
He built it to where it had a sustainable 1-person income. He was getting ready to quit his job, and I got hurt and disabled. So I took over, and he continues to work outside of the home, and we're building for both of us to be here. But when I first started learning, and it was kind of sink or swim. I just was
Well, why plush though? Plush is dirty. If you don't look it up, it's so cheap and stuff. I know why I got into it, but why did you? Why would you start picking it up?
Because he did.
Oh, okay.
He grabbed 2 at the bins and put them in the cart, and I said, "What the hell are you doing?" And he said, "I heard that some plush can be worth money, and that's a dandy." And I'm like, "Whatever," and I ignored it. And I'm serious, for 6 months, he would source plush, and I ignored them. I didn't touch them. I wanted nothing to do with them. Until him and my son bought these 2 or 3 huge bags, 50 bags in each plush for a couple bucks at a thrift, and they needed help to get through them. And then I think I found a scar. I think while I was helping them go through those bags at the same time, that weekend, I found a scar from Disney parks that went up for $75, and then it was well, I guess I'm looking more.
Nuggety little things for money.
Yeah. I can't even remember. I just remember he was doing them and I was ignoring them. But then I started to get addicted to them from learning from he overbought and needed help. Now he's not allowed to touch them.
My cat's invaded us.
Hi, meerkat. Yeah, I think I just
get out of here.
Accidentally stumbled upon a couple, or I was helping him, and he's not allowed to touch them now. I'm afraid.
Even though he started it, he's not allowed to touch them. Nice.
Yeah, that's absolutely the rule. Okay, you want to ask me one more, and then we'll attack some of these questions.
Okay. Why Posh? It seems like so much more work than eBay. Why do you enjoy Posh more than eBay?
Because it's more money than eBay. And it's easier. It's more time consuming.
Yeah, that's what I've looked into it, and it seems like it's so much more time. After you're done with eBay, it's like sits there. You don't have to touch it. But Posh, you seem to be sharing every day. So I was wondering why you enjoy sharing and
more. You make more money on there when you make sales.
Okay, well, more money's the answer then.
That's the answer. And number 2, I watch Netflix while I share. I watch my shows. So it's not really work.
I take pictures while I'm doing that. When I make nasty pictures. Because I'm going so fast listing that I sometimes make some nasty pictures and I have to fix them.
Yeah. All right. Let me use names. Elizabeth wants to know if there's any plush that you're willing to pay up for.
No. I don't pay up for nothing.
Yes.
I don't care if it's well, I paid $70 for Mickey once. But I knew he was going to flip for $450, which he did. I actually bought 15 of them. It was the Mickey Mouse Memories, the Steamboat ones. I bought 10 of those at $70, and I bought 10 more at $50 when they first came out. And I was flipping them like crazy for 3 to 4. The final ones were flipping at $450. The first month of that Disney Mickey Mouse Memories edition that they did. So I will pay up, but rarely when I have so much, I won't pay up.
I will if it's like that, if I know it's going to be. And my idea of paying up is probably different than most people. My idea of paying up is more than $2.
Yeah, that's about. If it has a tag and it's kind of new, I'll pay $2. That's my max for Disney beanie, like collectible little bean bags.
Yeah, I found like an R2D2 for $5. I passed on it.
Yeah. Star Wars. Disney's killed Star Wars. I don't even touch it anymore. Yeah. I had figures I could have pulled for like 100 of them for $3 a piece, and I just passed. The Black Series, they're just not worth it. I maybe get $9, and after shipping and fees, you're making like $2. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. So yeah, I guess it also depends on your idea of paying up. Like I find plush for $1.50. You get them at the Ben's. So our idea of paying up, we're split.
It's crazy, yeah, compared to other people, yeah.
Monica wants to know, should nice plush, new with tags plush, like nice or new with tags plush, be priced on the high side of comps? I tend to price high, but I don't know if that's the best strategy to sell. All plush should be comped higher than everything.
Yeah, always price higher, especially if you're going to run a sale or something. Always price higher. I have some of the stuff that I don't have priced higher, but that's the old stuff when I never ran sales. But now I always add 10, 20% because I'm going to run a sale eventually. So always price higher. And people are running to the bottom, and it's just ridiculous. And I buy stuff at the bottom just to get them out. I've bought a million items at the bottom just to get them out of there.
I'll find something, I'll comp it, and I know, oh my gosh, I sold this one last summer for $30. Now there's 3 up for $5 free ship. Well, I'll buy all 3 of them.
Dirty. I found a person that had 5 different plush for like $1 or $2, and I asked her if she can combine shipping on them. They were already like $2 plush, and the shipping was $5 or $3, so it still would have made sense. But I still asked her, would you combine shipping? It was so sad. She made like $10 for like 6 plush.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was bad. I was mean.
But yeah, I always price higher. 1, because of sales. 2, because of best offer. 3, because if it's not oversaturated, if there's, two other ones of these and they're at $10 and I put mine up for $20, sometimes mine will sell faster because mine holds more value. People look at the $10.
I do the 1%, so people will see it twice, even if there's only like 3 or 4 up there. They'll see my listing twice, so that's why I do the 1%.
Yeah, I do the 1% as well. All right, so if plush is long tail, asks Grand Larceny, is the name of the game just to list a ton of them?
That's my name of my game. That's the way I play it.
I think that's the name of the game for
basically everything.
Most of what you're gonna flip on eBay.
Except for electronics, where it's gonna go out real fast. but you're going to pay like $10 to sell a $15 electronics. You're going to have to pay up for electronics and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. My games I buy for $4 and I flip for 14, 15. So you got to pay up if you're going to find something that flips fast.
Yep, absolutely. I honestly think if you have the right cost of goods in your area, volume is the game for ties, used clothing, shoes, plush.
Yeah, volume is key.
Anything. Unless it's electronics. But even then, if you luck into a situation where you can source a lot of electronics, volume should be your game too, even if you're flipping fast and making more money. Pete wants to know what kinds of games, if board, then complete games or pieces. It depends on the board game. That's one of those you can't really, I don't think you can answer that like uniformly. Board games, you have to comp.
Yeah. And if not, just take out the pieces and sell them like that. That's what I do.
Yeah.
If I find a board game at the bins, I take, like, for the Scrabble pieces, I pull out all the Scrabble pieces and throw the box away, basically.
Yeah.
I did that with the Simpson pieces. I just sold Simpsons metal little figurines from Monopoly. I sold those for $20 for, I think it was a set of 6. Yeah, but it had the little alien cool stuff.
We had a Seinfeld couple of pieces from a Seen It that went for a lot of money.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, just I would say comp all your games because you'll be surprised. There's some that you're like, oh, that's a piece of crap. Like that phone mall game from the 80s. That's worth a lot of money. I would have passed on that. But then I've seen themed Marvel or Monopoly in the wild, and I comp it, and I'm like, wow, okay, nope, that's not worth it. Yeah,
I did Trivia Pursuit. Those figures sell well too.
Yeah,
like the Saturday Night Live and stuff like that. And card games sell great.
Yes, especially Uno and Skippo. If you're finding them for like a quarter at yard sales, buy them.
Especially the weird ones like the Star Wars ones or Harry Potter specialty ones. You can get them for real cheap and they'll flip real fast.
Yep, absolutely. Even like the regular playing cards, like if you find themed.
I used to sell playing cards all the time. Especially with the nudie ones and stuff like that. Those always sell well and fast.
Yep. All right, Pete wants to know, Build-A-Bears without their clothes, buy them or leave them. Again, it depends on the Build-A-Bear.
Yeah. Different animals, fine. If it's like a rabbit or, I don't know, zebra, koala, yeah, I'll pick them up if they're around $1. Other than that, no. The bears, well, the peace sign bear and party bear, and there's One Direction bears. Those I'll still pick up.
I pick up
just the specialty ones.
Only if they're 50 cents.
No, I won't even do that because I have too many.
Yeah, I have that many. And I
90-gallon bin of bears. Build-A-Bears. 90 gallons.
But I buy them with the clothes and usually strip them down and sell them separate. So.
Oh, I always strip them down. Especially the shiny shoes. Yeah, shiny shoes, shiny dresses, especially from Disney. They'll sell great. I learned that by accident. A person just messaged me, hey, will you sell the dress instead of the together? I'm like, okay. Shipping for the Build-A-Bear is going to be like $6. The dress is going to cost me like $3 to ship. And you're going to pay me $17 when I had the bear for $20? Okay, deal.
Yeah, right.
And I sold the bear a week later for $15, so I almost doubled my profit.
All right, do you want to ask me another one of yours?
Okay.
We'll try to. We have a lot more questions than I've ever seen before in one of these.
Name superhero that you can live without. I'm talking about Captain America, Thor, Spider-Man. Name a superhero that people love that you really don't care for.
Superman.
There you go.
He's overpowered.
Mine is Captain America. I hate Captain America. I don't like him. The way the shield sticks to cars and will go into the wall, but yet you don't see him decapitate anybody. And I've never liked his villain, the Red Skull.
Oh, I don't like him.
I've never liked that guy. So I've never liked his series, I'd say.
I just can't stand Superman. I think he's overpowered.
And And a green little rock's going to bring him down.
Yeah. He's just so over. And then these newer ones, like with Bad Affleck.
And he's so nice all the time. He's so bad.
He's just boring. He's like, I don't know. And when he was fighting Batman and they were like trying to kill each other and they're like, oh my God, your name is Margaret too. And they all of a sudden weren't mad.
Yeah, that was so bad. That was the internet blew up with that one. What who thought about that? Come on.
I've never liked Superman. He just drives me insane. He's like a god, but too powerful. He's like more overpowered than Thor even.
Yeah, but a little rock will hurt him.
Yeah, but a little green rock will hurt him.
No, not the green rock.
Not the kryptonite. All right, Memo 61273 wants to know, how do you do your plush storage?
I have each one in bins. I named them by their name, like Elmo or Sesame Street. I have a Sesame Street bin. I have an Angry Bird bin. I have a Mickey bin. I have a Goofy bin. I have a bin for everybody. A puppet bin. And they're not little bins. They're from either 60 gallons all the way to 120, I think there it is. Mm-hmm. The big one, the big monster gallons.
Yeah,
and
not like the ones
pulling every day.
Well, like the ones you guys are used to seeing most of us show what we put our clothes in, which I think are 16. I can't remember. I have one right here, but I can't see that. I put mine in bags, and it's not a good system. So we're not going to talk about my system because my system worked for a couple of years, and it's now out of control.
Yeah, when you get too many. That's what happened to me. I started getting too many, but I was smart enough to start. I found a sale, $5 bins after Christmas. So I got a lot of ugly Christmas bins. They're 20-gallon ones, but they worked for me. I started putting the names on them, and that's the way I started.
Ours are in bags. They're numbered bags. We have 23 bags, and we're talking like the giant you can fit 2 dead bodies in. Yeah. Lawn bags, those giant ones. They all just have numbers, and they're all just in there randomly. And in the beginning, I was dumb. I would put the small ones in with the big ones.
No.
The small ones are all down the corners of the bag, and you have to dump the whole bag. Yeah, it's terrible. And then
I started with the bags too, and it was too much.
After bag 23, I just started putting them in the boxes. The padded flat envelopes come in. And now I'm like box 1, box 2, yard sale box. And then I got bags that aren't labeled. It is a mess. There's an entire bedroom full of plush. They're falling out of the bags now. They're all over the bunk bed.
That's how my Valentine's and Christmas plush get, because I get so many and I don't list them till like around this time. I should have listed Christmas already, but I haven't. But that's the way my Christmas and stuff gets.
Another Build-A-Bear question. The My Little Ponies that come with outfits and matching shoes, do you sell those separate or together?
Yep. Sell everything separate. I'll take them off. Unless they're fitted. Some of the feet are fitted for them. Mm-hmm. So you have to have some kind of shoe, so don't take those off. I had like a bear that had the actual mold of the shoe on it. It was like a red sparkly shoe, and then molded to the foot. So when I went to take it off, I'm like, nope, can't take that off. But other than that, I take everything off now.
It depends for me because, well, there's some themed bears that are meant to have that outfit on. The bear, the animal's the theme, and it has an outfit that's part of what that bear is. Like I had a Sketcher bear that had light up Skechers. Clearly, I sold that together. But if they're not a theme, we have lots of naked animals around here.
Yeah, animals are all naked in my house.
No, all the animals are naked.
Yeah.
Barbara has over 1,000 plush. Does she just pick one up and start listing, or sort them all first and do? I would sort them all first and do them in some.
Don't start listing because you'll have just bags like you do. Yeah,
absolutely. And I don't know. He does from his phone, but for me, like if I'm doing 10 My Little Ponies, I can keep selling similar. I use a template to create the first one. If you don't have templates on eBay, you need templates on eBay. But if I'm doing 10 different types, I have to keep going back to the template and starting over instead of just replacing the cutie mark in the name or whatever.
If I have like 10 of the same plush, like, I don't know, My Little Pony, I'll just put, I'll copy one. I'll fill it out pretty much, but I'll take out the color and different things like that. And then I'll just push copy. You can make like 10, 20, 30 copies of it. And that's how I do it.
That's a good way too. There's a bunch of storage questions. I think we answered that. Dennis, is there a way to wash plush with cardboard tag on it without having to take the cardboard tag off? So only if you're spot cleaning, I would say. And if it needs more than that, you're gonna have to cut the tag off. And you're gonna have to get a reattachment. There are just times you can't spot clean them. They have to go through the wash and get a bath.
Well, when I get them from the bins, I'd like to throw them in the wash almost all the time.
Well,
a lot of bins are nasty.
I don't go to the bins anymore either. But
I love the bins because I have friends there, and I hate the bins. It's a hangout for them.
You know, like how you feel about shoes? Times that by about 100 and add in the fear of the end of the world with zombies. That's how I feel about the bins. All right, you want to ask me another one?
Okay. Your favorite horror franchise?
Franchise that changes.
Yeah, mine is Saw. So
I was about to say that, but
nope, you can't have mine.
Texas change? No. See, when you say franchise, it changes.
Yeah, franchise. 2, 3 movies.
The whole franchise. It's gonna have to be Saw. I'm so sorry, Mike.
The best Jigsaw and all that. There's so many of them. It's so cool.
I really like the 80s ones though. Halloween, Nightmare.
Yeah. I like Hostel too. If you've seen all the Hostels, those are cool. They're more like Saw.
Yes, I like those too. But I think Saw is the only one I like every single movie in the franchise.
Yeah.
There's movies in the Halloween franchise that are like really bad. Shouldn't have been made.
Saw never disappoints because there's always like one crazy thing that happens.
Yeah, there's always a twist.
Always. Yeah, always.
Saw Escape Room in Vegas.
Yeah, I know. I saw that you were going. And I looked it up, and now on Facebook advertises me all the time. You look this up. Here's $5 coupon. I'm like, oh, come on.
That was awesome. I was locked in like a crematorium thingy at one point.
I gotta check it out next time I go. I'll be there in probably September.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so fun. Colleen wants to know the name of your store. If you want to share it, you don't have to.
Plushgamesandmore.com will get you there.
Plushgamesandmore.com, guys. Green Thrifty Life Star, you just broke my whole soul. I'm assuming that comment's about Superman. We have not a fan of Superman. And Memo 61273 says, right now Walmart has 18-gallon bins for sale, $2 each. Bought 12.
Nice. Go get it.
We live in a Victorian house. Most of you know that. And it gets really hot upstairs, the attic part, serial killer room. And so once fall rolls around, I'm going to be spending a couple of days in the spare bedroom up there, redoing my plush inventory and how I have it. Right now, it's a mess. It is just like, he gets so upset when plush sell. We had like 12 plush sellers weekend in today. And I'm like, just don't even, I know the system. And he's like, it says bag 18. I'm like, yeah, but I know he fell out and I put him in bag 3. You just mind your business.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Leave me alone.
He's like, but these are in like Goodwill bags and they're not even marked. And I'm like, yes, but the listing says it's in a Goodwill bag, number 4. But they're all on a pile. I know which one is number 4. It has holes in it.
Yeah, watch the Walmart bins though. Some of them, the plastic is really, really flimsy. And they start cracking after a while. So watch the cheaper bins. Make sure you're getting a better quality bin.
Yeah, we have a cheapies for our clothes. I'm not going to replace them.
Yeah, I have plush stacked on top. And if I put a cheapy one on the bottom, the plush is in the cheapy bin. Because the plastic is just real cheap.
Yep.
So make sure you're getting a decent cover.
Make sure you're getting good bins. And don't do what I do. I mean, because they are literally falling out on the floor, and I just pick them up, put them back in somewhere. It's awful.
Yeah, I have a lot of Mickey, tons of Mickey. I have like bags everywhere. They overflowed the bin. But I have like a big Mickey station now.
Mickey station. The do as I say, not as I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought them from Donatella. I bought too many.
Wait.
I had a lot, and I bought more from Donatella.
Calcedone said they had a bend crack just putting it in the car in the parking lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of people
listening. All right, go ahead and ask me. I don't see any more questions, you guys. I'm gonna have him ask me his last question, and this is your last chance. If you have questions for me or Robert or about plush or anything, throw them in the chat.
Okay. How did you get the hippo mascot? How did it start?
This is actually really cool. I love telling this story. All right, so my youngest son and I love hippos, but he really liked them. He went through a phase. He's 15 now. So when he was like 7, he loved hippos. And he also was kind of a chubby baby. He's 6 foot tall and very thin now. But when he was a baby, he was chubby and he had these little flared nostrils. So I don't know, he looked like a little, like the hippos with the.
Yeah.
So the whole time he was young, we would always tease each other. We'd find pictures of baby hippos and I'd say, there you are. And he'd find a mom hippo and her baby. He'd be like, there we are. And like I literally would like cut out pictures of magazines of hippos for him and he'd make little collages. We just like went through this whole hippo phase. And then you fast forward to when Keith started this, I was still working outside of the house. He needed my help to come up with a name for his eBay store. And I used to be a freelance writer and I used to create content and stuff. So I'm creative. So he came to me. He's like, you need to come up with a name for my store.
Yeah, help me.
And I sat there for an hour and brainstormed all these different ideas and he shot down everything I said, right? Yeah. I was using too big of words. Like I was coming up with like the solarium for a store or I can't remember. But anyway, he just shot down like everything I said. So finally, just like out of spite and just to be funny, I was like, well, people like alliteration and they'll remember it if it has alliteration. So you might as well just call it the Hippo Hut. And like, he's like, actually, I like that. We could call it the Hippo Hut. I'm like, I was just kidding. That is the stupidest name I've ever heard. So I created him a little logo. I don't know. You guys I can't reach my business cards. It is like a 3-year-old drawing of like a little purple hippo in a hut.
Yeah.
And
we've all seen it.
You guys have all seen the Hippo Hut and the little hippo. And then a couple years later, when I took over doing the full time, he wanted me to start a YouTube channel because he's not comfortable in front of the camera, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Like, since you're the one that's going to be staying home doing it full time, we could add on all these other streams of income, affiliate links, and a YouTube. And I'm like, well, flipping hippos just makes sense if it's the Hippo Hut. So
yeah, there you go. All right.
And everyone just kept sending me hippos, and I have all these hippos, and it's a long story, but it's worth hearing at least once. Yeah, like it says, everyone sends me hippos, but I love hippos. I always have. I think they're so cute. They're horrifically mean.
Yeah.
They eat each other's babies. They kill their own babies.
They're crazy.
They kill more people every year than sharks.
Yeah.
They'll chase you down. They can run like 30 miles an hour.
But the zombie will always win, so sorry.
Yeah. Could you imagine a zombie hippo?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, they're mean, but they're so cute. But yeah, I was just like tired of him. I was like, just name it a Hippo Hut. Just being like a jerk. And he's like, I like that. And flipping hippos sounded cool to me. So now we're all flipping hippos in the pod.
There we go.
That's kind of I guess that's kind of like a play on words too, since in real life I really do have a George Carlin mouth, Tarantino, whatever you want to call it, for the flipping hippos. Yeah. But yeah, I don't see any more questions in the chat, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. We've been at this for almost an hour and a half. I put these on my head like it's the middle of the day. Yeah, it's been almost an hour.
Hot in my house.
Thanks for those nightmares. Just remember the cute hippos. Don't think about the mean ones.
Or the zombie hippo.
Or the zombie hippo, yeah. That's terrible. All right, guys.
Cool movie. Cool movie.
It would be. They had a zombie. Okay, I just said we're going to wrap up. We're going to talk about it.
I ruined it.
There's a movie, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's a zoo. It might be called Zombies.
Oh, yeah. I have it saved. I downloaded it. It's some kind of weird monster zoo. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, there's zombies. All the animals are zombies. My son and I together. All the animals turn into zombies and start eating all the people. It's great. You got to watch it.
Yeah, I downloaded it. I have to watch it.
If you like zombies and you like animals and you like horror movies, you got to watch
Trifecta.
It is the trifecta of horror movies. It's also B-rated cheesy movie I call popcorn flicks. Those are fun. All right, guys. Robert's YouTube is down below in the description box. Make sure you go over there, visit him, watch a couple of his videos. Absolutely subscribe. Give him a couple thumbs up on some things. It'll help him as he grows. But at the very least, at least subscribe. You can learn a lot from Robert. He does a lot of plush. He's been doing plush even longer than I have, and he probably knows more than I do.
Except about Jellycat.
Except about Jellycat. He didn't even know they're from London. He didn't know the Jellycats were British. Anyway, that was terrible. He's also in the Facebook group. So if you're not in the Facebook group, why are you not in the Facebook group? Join. Link is in the description box. You can talk to us in there about plush. Not just me and Robert. There's a lot of people in there that like plush, and we have a lot of plush conversations. So that said, give this video a thumbs up before you leave. It will help this channel, and it will help more people see this video, and it will help Robert and me both to be seen by more people.
Yay.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed all our hungry hippos. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm at Flippin Hippos everywhere. And I'm going to get up and go over here to turn this off. I'm going to let Robert leave you guys with one last word of wisdom, and then he'll say good night or goodbye so I know to end the broadcast. But I'm going to go now. Love you guys. You're the best. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
I have no words of wisdom. Just list your tail off. Take care, everybody. See you later. Bye. We off.